Hey, it's D. It's a brand new episode coming right for you, right on the FTO network. Enjoy. Hey, how's it going? D here with FTO Nerd Talk. Just wanted to say happy, technically it's Friday that you were listening to this, but I'm recording it on Thursday morning, so got a whole day in between all of this. For those of you who heard last week's episode, I was really in my feelings about stuff. So if you heard it, I appreciate it. If it wasn't your cup of tea, it's what it is. But hey, you're back if you are. So, brand new episode. Got a lot to talk about this week. It's going to be more news this week than anything else, but you are still going to get your things to check out. You're going to still get your comic books of the week also. So a lot to talk about, a lot to get into. Let's just, I will say let's just get into it, but I'm not even ready. I'm not even queued up yet. So let's not get right into it. Let me take a second to find what I need, then we can get into it. First up, the Crown breakout star Emma Corrin has been cast as lead villain in Deadpool 3. Again, this is news all courtesy of the Nerdy Basement. I got all my news from the Nerdy Basement. This is Emma Corrin is going to be in Deadpool 3. She's going to be the villain. I think there's some speculations about who she's going to be, but I'm not entirely sure who she will be in this new movie. But I'm more excited to see that a Deadpool 3 is happening. I know we saw the promo with Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. And apparently it's still going to be rated R. I find that hard to execute. But that's me talking. Next up, Runaways and Encanto star Renzi Felix lands a leading role in HBO's The Penguin series. So, just like most actors out there making that transition from Marvel to DC, Renzi here is no different. I heard recently he's going to be the driver for the Penguin, so that's going to be interesting. I feel like it's going to have more of a vibe like that Tulsa King, if you guys watch it on Paramount Plus. It's going to have like that kind of vibe to it. So now got a new trope where the black man is driving around the white person, so we'll see how that goes, I guess. Next up, this is some annoying news right here. Velma Season 2 is reported in development at HBO Max. So it seems like HBO Max is giving you more hate watch for this show. So I guess there's that. Let's see how it goes. I'm not going to watch it, but I'm pretty sure some of you are going to watch it. So, if you're a fan of the first season, congratulations. You got a second. I can only imagine how upset all the developers out there who created so many animation shows out there that were completely scrubbed and washed off of HBO Max, seeing a show like this that most hated getting renewed. So, ouch. Ouch. A lot of ouchies. Next up, HBO released a first look at Jodie Foster and Kaylee Reyes in True Detective: Night Country. New True Detective's coming out. It has Jodie Foster as the lead. It's a still. It's just like a photograph there in the snow. You see a police car. They're both looking off into the distance, wondering, stuff. So, I don't like news like this. And I say this because there's a Nerdo clip coming up next that I'm going to be talking about. That again, I don't like news like this. I guess I didn't take a screenshot of it, but it's you get a first look of Lady Gaga in the new Joker film. It's just a still. She's holding someone's face. She's not even wearing like Harley Quinn makeup. And again, I don't like stuff like this because it's not really news. It's hype. I guess some cases hype can be news, but in this case, I don't think it's a picture. It's not even a movie poster. It's just a picture. So, yeah. Next up, Universal Pictures developing a live-action How to Train Your Dragon with Dean DeBlucy set to write, direct, and produce. So, there is that. So, How to Train Your Dragon, live action. Now, let's just say this, put it on the forefront. If those dragons look as cool as the Game of Thrones dragons, I am here for it. Period. Period. I'm here for it. So we'll see what happens. If the dragons don't look cartoony, I'm in. If they look like a cartoon dragon, I'm gonna be out. I'm sorry. Once my kids hype it up for me to have me go watch that movie, it's a no for me. So, reboot canceled after one season at Hulu. This is the Keegan-Michael Key show reboot, but like rebooting a classic 80s sitcom and bringing it back. So it's canceled. I think the Gilmore Girls reboot is also canceled. So not Gilmore Girls, Gossip Girl reboot is also canceled. So a lot of cancellations going on. So that is your news. That went by a lot faster than I thought it would. I didn't have much of opinions about these topics because I feel like these topics are wishy-washy. It's February still. It's still February. The real news doesn't start kicking into like probably April, maybe May. So like it's gonna be like this for a while. Like even I haven't started blurred news again because of this very reason. But like the news I saw this week did kind of prompt me to possibly maybe do some blurred news. I know Princess Zahida is like ready to go with some artists of the week. So we got to see what happens. But all that being said, I'm gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back.
What's going on, guys? My name is Nemo, and you probably know me as Who is Nemo on TikTok. And I just want to take some time out today to talk about a very special podcast. Now, that podcast is FTO-Nerd-Talks. Now, FTO is a podcast that gives you daily updates on all things pop culture. So, if you're into anime, manga, comic books, TV shows, movies, and all that good stuff, FTO is the podcast for you. Now, I know what you're all thinking. There are so many podcasts out there that already do the same thing, and I'm about to tell you why FTO is so special. Now, FTO is so special because they emphasize on Black nerd culture. Not only that, if you like to be interactive with your favorite content creators, FTO is the special podcast for you. Now, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you just want to state your opinion about a certain project, they will engage with you. So if you haven't already, please go follow FTO Nerd Talks on all social media platforms. And if you haven't already, please do me a favor, follow them on Apple Music and Spotify so you don't miss out on their weekly podcasts. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.
I do love that promo. It's a good one. I know I got to comment about it every episode, but it's a good promo. It's that thing that Enad Comics said this to me once. He says, I can't tell people how to say the name of my comic, and I can't tell people how to interpret my comic. They have to tell me how to interpret my comic and how to say the name of the comic. Because I got one way of saying it, but the majority of them will come up with a different name, and it'll stick. It'll be the name of it. So. And hearing Nemo describe what I do at FTO, it gives me a purpose. That is what I do. And it feels good to see and hear that. So things are changing here at FTO, and I'm not taking this as serious, nor am I trying to make money off this anymore. I don't care, to be honest with you. So I'm going to have some fun, put some stuff out there, and just keep on doing my 9 to 5. So if money comes, it comes. If it doesn't, I want to keep on doing this because putting stuff out there in the forefront for like Black and brown and LGBTQ content creators out there is what I started this as, and that's what I should keep on doing this as. And I think somewhere along the line, I got a little lost, and I need to find myself again. So all that being said, let's do what things to check out and start it out. First off is Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumanium. This comes out February 17th, so if you're listening to this, it's out. It's already out. It's already out in theaters. The synopsis is the official kickoff of Phase 5 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe finds Scott Lang, played by Paul Rudd, and Hope Van Dyne, played by Eva Jean Lilly, Hank Pym, played by Michael Douglas, and Janet Van Dyne, played by Michelle Pfeiffer, exploring the quantum realm, interacting with strange new creatures, and embarking on an adventure that will push them beyond the limits of what they thought was possible. This is an action-adventure sci-fi mystery thriller comedy rated PG-13, and it's the productions of Walt Disney Pictures. It's 125 minutes long, and it has Jonathan Majors. So there you go. I'm gonna watch this. I'm probably gonna watch this in theaters. My aunt. I'm recently living with my grandmother, as I told you guys before. My aunt lives here also, so she wants to go see it. She likes these MCU movies. As most of you know, I am me about these movies, so we'll see how that goes. But I watch it for you guys. Like, I need to start doing reviews like when they come out and talking about these movies when they come out. And I can't take my kids to see an MCU film because they won't care. So, yeah, my kids don't like these movies. They don't like DC movies. They don't like superhero movies at all. Maybe that's my curse of being a superhero fan, that they don't like them whatsoever. But next up is Metroid Prime Remastered for the Switch. It came out February 8th. The synopsis reads, Intergalactic Bounty Hunter Samus Aran receives a distress signal from a wreckage freight gate in orbit around planet Talon 4. Upon investigation, the frigate reveals itself to be a space pirate research vessel home to terrifying genetic experiments using the mysterious Phazon substance. There's more, but I'm not going to read it. The synopsis is long. But it's Nintendo. It's a publisher for this, and it's an action shooter for a person arcade game. No online multiplayer. I played the original. It was really fun. But like the remaster, it's the same game, but like it just looks so crisp. It just looks really good. So if you played the original, you already know what you're playing, but like it just looks better. It just looks so much better. Next up, I'm really excited for this one. Picard Season 3. February 16th is when it comes out. Synopsis reads, the third and final season sees Jean-Luc Picard reunite with his friends on the USS Titan. This is on Paramount Plus. The airtime is midnight. That's when this thing drops. So if you're listening to this, it's already out, man. It's just sitting there waiting for you. Like, what? Picard is here for me right now? You bet your ass it is. You need to go watch it. I get so excited about Star Trek. Next up is Animal Control Season 1. It came out also February 16th. This is, the synopsis reads, cynical Animal Control officer Frank Shaw, played by Joe McHale, has a new rookie partner, the optimistic Fred Shard Taylor, played by Michael Rowland, in this workplace comedy from Bob Fisher, Rob Greenberg, and Dan Sterling. It's season 1 so far. It is on Fox. And if you want to watch it on Hulu, it also drops at midnight. So there you go. I think I should probably go check this out before I watch Picard to hype myself up. To watch like when like a team plays like for the first time, they play against like a team that they know they can beat. Just hype them up. You need to go watch Animal Control because it's going to beat Picard. That's how I see that. That's how my TV brain works. Next up is Red Rose, Season 1. It came out February 15th, so it's already out. The synopsis reads, 16-year-old Rochelle, played by Isis Hainsworth, and her friend download the Rose Red app, but they soon discover the sinister consequences of using it in this British horror created by Michael and Paul Clarkson. Premiered originally in UK on BBC 3 on 15th of August 2022, and in US on Netflix February 15th, 2023. It is a drama, horror, suspense. It has 1 season. Like I said, it's currently on Netflix, and BBC One also dropped at midnight. Red Rose, but the app is called Rose Red. Is there a disconnect on this? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I may check this out. This thing's pretty interesting. Let me check that out. That is all that you have for things to check out. That's all the things to check out. Normally, or as of late, I've been doing an ad after things to check out, but I really want to expedite this because I want to get back inside. As you know, I'm in my car recording this, and I got a few comic books to read, and there may not be a lot after the show. So I know most of you say after the show, listen to me talk. It may not be anything after this episode. So let's just get right into the comic books to check out. First off, from Marvel Comics is Hulk issue number 12. Hulk Planet, Part 4. Titan is coming. Bruce Banner has finally found paradise. Revered as a god with no fear of hurting everyone around him. For the first time in a long time, things are looking pretty good for the Hulk. But with everything else, Bruce Banner should have known that he can never know peace for long. And Titan, the darkest part of him, refuses to remain caged like an animal. This is Legacy issue 779. This cover is boss, by the way. If you guys ever seen this cover, nice. Is story by Danny Cates, and penciler is Ryan Otley. Otley, look at Otley doing some stuff that's not Invincible based. I think that comic book's canceled anyway. There's a lot of variant covers for this, from Dan Jurgens to Brian Reber to Scott Hanna, Salvador LaRocca, one of my favorite artists. There's a lot of variant covers out there, so definitely check out some of the variants and check out this comic. It seems pretty cool. Like, Danny Cates is a good writer. Not one of my favorites, but within Marvel realm, the fans love him. Next up from DC Comics, Batman Beyond the White Knight, issue 8, book 8. It all ends here. With the future of Gotham City at stake, Bruce Wayne leads an attack on the Wayne Power building to take down Blight and his minions once and for all. And with the new Batman, the Robins, the GCPD's Barbara Gordon at his side, anything seems possible. But not all endings will be happy. Bruce is still an escaped felon, and the FBI is hot on his tail. Could this be the end of Batman? Not if the mysterious Asian prince has anything to say about it. Now, this cover is also pretty cool. You can see Bruce with his beard and his white, a little gruff. You can see all the Bat family. It's a cool looking cover. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a cool looking cover. Issue 8, which is the final issue, apparently. Sean Murphy is the writer and artist of this. One of the cover artists is Dave Stewart. Yeah. Jack Napier, Harley Quinn's in this. So, that story's still going. I haven't really been following this, so I can't really say much about it. I fell off after the first run of the whole White Knight thing. It was good. It was kind of on the nose and very predictable. I think it was more of a nostalgia value of people reading this. That's why they got into it. But it was a nostalgia multiverse, because in this continuity, Jason came first and then Dick Grayson. I cared, but I didn't care enough to keep reading it. Let's put it that way. So, next up, from Image Comics, 8 Billion Genies, issue number 7. We've seen the first 8 years after G-Day. Now we'll visit the first 8 decades as our characters live, grow, change, and die in a world transformed forever by the appearance of 8 billion genies. 80 years before. Brace yourself. This one's a heartbreaker. Now, this is going to be adapted into a television show pretty soon, so that's why I keep putting this one on the list, because this is going to be a film or television show. I forget which one it was. I think it's a TV show by Amazon, but this is coming out for live action soon, and the stories, these synopses sound so interesting. No, I have not read any of them. I really should, but there's a couple of variations of this also to check out. So if you're interested to read them before it comes out, you want to be in the know before it comes out, this is the time. Writer is Charles Soule, and the artist, colorist, and cover artist is Ryan Brown. Next up, from DC Comics, I know Comic Would Break Your Heart would be very excited about this one. I think she had it in her list of comic books to read this week. So, Swamp Thing, Green Hell, issue number 2. Alec Holland has been summoned back to the land of the living by the decrepit John Constantine himself, which is quite the surprise to a parliament of trees. In exchange for a peaceful eternity with the Green, Alec was to stay out of their affairs. With lives at risk, Alec refuses, but his conviction comes at a cost. If Alec dies in the stolen body, defending the last vestige of humanity, he is gone for good. Now, this art is a little bit different than what I'm used to seeing when it comes to John Constantine, but it does look pretty interesting. It is from Jeff Lemire, writer, and Doug Mackey did art and cover art for this. So, good. You're in good standing with the artist and the writer of this. Lemire does a great job writing Constantine. I haven't seen so much for his work with Swamp Thing, but I think it's going to be a treat regardless. And now that we know there's a Swamp Thing movie coming out, they're going to be on all cylinders. We're putting a great story that we can get our teeth sunk into to hype us up for this movie that's going to be coming out. So you may get a good 8 issues out of this. It may just be a mini series, but it's still going to hype you up. And I'm pretty sure it's going to keep Swamp Thing in continuity in DC Universe, especially considering that the recent Dark Crisis is over, and things have already been shaken up. So there you go. Next up, from Millar World, Mark Millar, Nemesis Reloaded, issue number 2. Nemesis continue picking off the city police force, enlisting the help of not only the town's biggest gang member, but of its entire population when he puts $10,000 bounty on every beat cop's head. See, now, if you are definitely an ACAB individual like myself, this is going to be like whispering in your ears, hey man, you gotta read this comic. You know what I mean? So the cover is boss, first off, like just lick my fingers off that one because it sounds really good. The writer is Mark Millar, and artist and cover artist is Jorge Jimenez. You may know his work from those Superman covers that came out after Rebirth. Jorge is a really good artist, like one of the top artists in the field right now, like period. I know I say that quite often, but if you know about Jorge Jimenez, you know that I'm absolutely not just talking out of my ass when it comes to he's one of the best artists in the field currently. I think he and Dan Mora are really two like the best artists right now. So like you can give me grief all you want. That's how I feel about it. I think those two are just top notch. But that is all the comics to read for the week. That's it. That's all we got. I don't have much to say at the end of this episode. I usually do. Not right now. I am apologetic about that. I have no idea what this title is going to be either. I haven't a clue what the title is going to be. It probably has something to do with the characters, actors jumping ship, like from Marvel to DC. There we go. I just got a title from Marvel to DC. I should do it because of Rizzy from Runaways. So yeah, but when it comes to doing stuff for FTO, the imposter syndrome is getting pretty low. Like, you know, it's still like a mental health issue, but, you know, I'm acknowledging it. I talk about it in a podcast, which is some would say is an audio journal. So I haven't done a journal entry in a good minute, but I feel like this is a good substitute-ish for it. If some of you get like all put about me talking about this stuff at the end of the show, apologies, but it is, hate to say it like this, it's just my podcast. Like, I'm going to put like myself in a little sprinkle of me into every episode. So it's what it is. But I will keep you informed of all the news that comes out. I am still doing different stuff with each platform. I've been kind of taking a break from doing news on TikTok, only because there's not much to talk about. And when I do find something, it's either like a new episode or a movie poster, and I don't really care to talk about that kind of stuff. As I talked about earlier in the episode, YouTube, I am still trying to work out the different parts of how to do top down, which is my top 5 or top 10 show where I talk about, like, you know, who can beat the bat, best video games of the year, like all that kind of stuff. And I need to find a way to really utilize my time and put that together a little bit more quickly, because I know like that's gonna like put me on a spot that I can really keep myself going, and it's the right kind of work where I can actually like see myself doing more with it. So I'm a little slacky on that. I'm not gonna deny it, but I feel like with time I can get better at doing it if I just start being consistent about it. I'm seeing stuff that Geek Freaks is doing and Urban Sama is doing with their daily or bi-daily posts, and it's making me a little antsy in my pantsy, and I want to fix that problem because they're doing some incredible stuff. Geek Freaks is doing news much like myself on TikTok, but like the way it looks is so fleshed out that I need to get myself on that train. You feel me? And what Urban Sama is doing is something pretty cool. They are doing similar to Would You Rather as I'm doing, but like with anime. And they're doing like with their own flair and finesse. And like I appreciate that. They're also doing like, you know, quotes, TikTok quotes or Twitter quotes. And it's interesting. It's inspirational, actually. So I want to try to focus more on like the black and brown people inside of the nerddom, and I need to get on that because I really feel like I'm dropping the ball on that. I also want to get back to my roots and focus on the community more, which also I feel like I'm dropping the ball on. So from Marvel to DC, it's the title. I hope your week goes well. Mine has been rocky. And hopefully it's getting better. I work tonight. I got to work tomorrow and the day after that. And I'm feeling pretty vigorated, even though I haven't gone to the gym in a couple of days. But I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not as tired. And the acknowledgement of me being 40 is constantly ringing in my head. But I'm trying to persevere. I'm in a different generational bracket. We live longer than our predecessors. So I should probably not let it wane on me as much as I am. But you know what? It does. So keep yourself positive. Drink some water. I hope you love yourselves as much as I love myself and love all of you. Happy belated Valentine's Day. If I haven't told you guys I love you, I love you. I mean that from my heart. This isn't just like hyperbole. I love all of you. If I interact with you, if I pop into your DMs and have that conversation with you on a regular, I love you. If I don't say that loud, I'm sorry I don't say it out loud to you. Love is a rough word for me to say to people because love can change a conversation and change a relationship. So, as platonic as all of us are, I do love all of you. I hope your week goes well. Until next time, take it easy. Hey guys, D here of fto-nerd-talk. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, tell your friends about fto-nerd-talk. Got a lot of different shows for all of you. Make sure you tune in every week for a brand new episode. Take it easy.